Okay, I have attempted to do a couple of videos, and I don't know whether it was the weather or what's going on. We had a bunch of rainstorms, etc. None of them were actually working. Like, my phone wasn't actually recording video when it said it was. So I'm gonna try to keep this down to a dull roar. I wanted to let you guys know that everything is okay. The jury duty stuff is all over with. My husband and I had a couple of days of just relaxing, which I don't think about it either. Days where it's like, I do art every single day, and even though I do art every single day and he writes every single day, sometimes we just need some days where we don't do those things. So we had a couple of days because we had some schedule stuff going on anyway. I wanted to give you some updates on some things that I'm working on. The leaves, as you can see, the magnolia leaves, I have continued painting. I've noticed with some of them, and let me see if I can get this light correct. Can you see these little bumps in here? I don't like these bumps. And that's just because this is a natural leaf. And in looking at them, I was trying to figure out what is it that I really like about all of this. And I find this side far more interesting with the way that these little undulations occur along the edges are happening. So again, this is kind of me messing around with something that I can basically get for free and seeing what I can do with it. So what I'm going to be doing, hopefully if I can unstick these, I don't know why these are stuck together, is that I'm going to, on the front parts of these, I'm going to be coating them with some glitter, and they're going to hang, but they're going to hang with this side facing out. And I get my glitter from Glitzy City. I believe they're in Chicago. I'm not sure. I'd have to check on that. And this is a super fine. This is some of the stuff that I've used for like Christmas decorations, etc. So I'm going to see what I can do with this. I've also started painting the remainder of the leaves, and I'm also kind of seeing, you know, these are kind of damaged. I want to see what they look like. You've got to do tests on things. So that's what I'm doing. Okay. So that's there. I'm pulling that off to the side. Then I sat down and knocked this together one evening. This is a mock-up, like a little maquette kind of thing, although it's more true to size maquette. This was the design of the dollhouse that I had that my grandfather Harold made me when I was like 6, so we're gonna be 6. So this is the Christmas 1976, best Christmas ever. And this was a quick mock-up. I wanted to make sure that I had some of the proportions right, and they are, but they aren't right, and I'm trying to sort that out. So then yesterday I made another one, and you can see, let's just turn these this way. And you can see I changed the proportions a little bit, added some more space, and here you can see I've made sure that the lip of the roof comes over the front section. But I got some problems here with elements. I think that there's something here. You can see in here I spent an inordinate amount of time building a tiny staircase, which I gotta say, tiny staircase is way easier to build than large ones. And there are elements to this that I like, and then some that I really, really don't like. The first being this right here that kind of pokes in. I do like that the little kitchen is a little bigger, and I was thinking about adding like a little Dutch door here kind of thing. But there are elements to this that I don't like, that I would like to change. And I realized, because this was the first little staircase that I tried, so you can kind of see what I was working with. It's just bookboard and some carton board, making a tiny little staircase. It's really not going to be a functional staircase, but it would be something that would serve for one in a house. And then in this one I realized these fit together. Like, there's something, I don't know quite how to explain it. Removable staircases. It's a Fisher Price thing. Anyway, because sometimes with play sets, you'll pull them open and then you pull the staircases out. So what I'm aiming at here is these aren't traditional in that I would create tiny little pieces of furniture to go in them or decorate them or anything like that. It's meant to be more an image of something that has its own history and meaning to me, and then also universal kind of understanding. And these pieces I want to, kind of like the previous Blue House piece that I mounted inside the board, this is something that I would like to do again, a sculptural piece, but then it hangs off a wall. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I have an idea of what I want to do, so we're just going to kind of go with that. So in this one, I figured out some things that I liked and things that I didn't like. Like, yes, I like adding the extra windows, like up here, and I added some little extra windows in here and here, because even as a child, there were elements of this house that didn't make sense to me. It was a simple four rooms and a little kitchen and then a little attic, and there was always for me this deep, strange fear of these two places. Don't ask me why. I just didn't like them. I'm not sure why. I spent most of my time playing in these sections up here. There was also no door to get into the house, and I know this was a toy. This was something that was for imaginative play as a little kid. So, yeah, I'm kind of exploring what those things were. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it one more shot for today and see if I can come up with something that is in between this one and this one. And I've been smart enough to make some patterns so I don't have to like start from scratch again, which is always kind of crummy when you have to start from scratch again. So we'll see where that goes. And I think I know what I want to do, but as always, you know me, those things can change on a dime, depending upon, what suddenly makes sense to me or some, personal epiphany. So if you have any suggestions, you know me, I always want to know what you think. And I also wanted to thank my patrons again for your support, because I got to buy some paint while we were out the other day that I desperately needed. I'm almost out of white paint, and I desperately needed some white paint. So you're furthering my explorations here. Anyway, thank you very much, patrons, and I'll see you in the next video.